The 2021 Atlanta Braves went through a lot of pain this season to win the World Series, let alone get into the playoffs. But no matter what the obstacle was, the Braves fought through and were poised as the team of destiny. Let's go back to the beginning to understand the full story of this great team. The Braves were hit with the injury bug in the first half of the season very badly. The Braves starting rotation would lose a reliable arm in their young all-star pitcher Mike Soroka after re-rupturing his Achilles and losing last year's National League leader in home runs and RBIs in Marcell Ozuna. But the worst injury of them all was the loss of star player Ronald Acuna Jr. On July 10th, just days before the All-Star break, Acuna leaped for a ball in deep right field and missed it, coming down on his right leg very awkwardly. This resulted in an ACL tear, and he would remain out for the rest of the 2021 season. Statistics showed that on July 31st, the Atlanta Braves' odds to make the postseason were 16.7%, odds to make the World Series were 2.6%, and odds to win it all 1%. They were doomed to make the playoffs now more than ever. But when the trade deadline came, general manager Alex Anthopoulos sat down and got to work. He would trade for 4 outfielders to replace Ronald Acuna Jr. in Adam Duvall, Eddie Rosario, Jorge Soler, and Jock Peterson. With the help of these 4 acquisitions, the Braves had an unbelievable run in August with an 18-8 record. In September, the Braves continued to play excellent baseball that launched them into first place and eventually won the NL East division. They finished with a record of 88-73. All 4 proved their worth, especially Adam Duvall and Jorge Soler, who hit double-digit home runs in 55 games. By winning their division, the Braves locked an automatic bid to the division series, where they would play the 95-win Milwaukee Brewers. Despite losing the first game, the Braves handled the Brewers' pitching and stopped their offense, winning the next 3 games, moving on to the NLCS. Jock Peterson was the big difference maker, hitting 2 home runs and hitting .408. The Braves' opponent in the championship series would be the reigning champion Los Angeles Dodgers, who were looking to stomp all over the Braves and steamroll their way to the World Series. But Atlanta showed they had no fear in the Dodgers as they won the series in 6 games. NLCS MVP Eddie Rosario went insane for the Braves, posting a .560 batting average, 3 home runs, and 9 RBIs. He showed his clutchness as well, hitting a walk-off single in Game 2. Every aspect of the Braves was clicking, and there looked to be no stopping them from going to the World Series. They would go on to face the hated Houston Astros for the championship. In Game 1, it was all Braves from the very first batter, as Jorge Soler would hit a solo home run in the left field seats for an early 1-0 start. In the 3rd inning, Charlie Morton was taken out of the game after getting hit by a line drive off Yuli Gurriel, which broke his fibula, losing one of the Braves' best starters for the World Series. Despite that, the Braves kept on rolling and came out with a 6-2 victory. The Astros would bounce back with an easy 7-2 victory, tying up the series, going to Atlanta. This would be the first time since 1999 the Braves hosted a World Series game, and the Braves made sure to take advantage of home field. Game 3 was an amazing day for the Braves pitching staff as they only allowed 2 hits and shut out the powerful Astros lineup. The final score was 2-0. Game 4 was another pitching duel between both ball clubs. In the bottom of the 7th inning, down by 1, Dansby Swanson and Jorge Soler hit back-to-back bombs to give them the lead and ultimately secure the win by a final score of 3-2. The Astros would ruin the fun in Game 5 with a win and would take the series back to Houston with the Braves up 3-2. Now, even though the Braves were 1 game short of a championship, they have blown a 3-1 lead before and were projected as the underdog going into Game 6. Would they yet again blow another lead, leaving Atlanta sports fans in more misery? The answer would be no. Thanks to a 3-run home run by Jorge Soler, a 2-run home run by Dansby Swanson, and a solo home run by Freddie Freeman, the Atlanta Braves won by a final score of 7-0 and were crowned World Series champions for the first time since 1995. Back to you guys in the studio.